As a parent and a consumer, we should have more confidence in a lot of things that's being sold to us. But honestly, I think that the confidence as time go on is declining on what's being sold in stores. Check out this report. Hey family, welcome back to another video. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey, and they're saying that arsenic is now found in a few candy options that you just might love. Let's see what's going on. So a new report did detect arsenic in 28 popular candies, family, 28. So there were 46 candy products tested from 10 companies, and 28 of those candy items actually detected high numbers of arsenic. Would you still be consuming these candy products after you hear what this list contains? It says arsenic was detected in dozens of popular candies, according to a new report released this week, raising questions about how foods are evaluated for heavy metals. So the Florida Department of Health said it tested 46 candy products from 10 companies and detected arsenic in 28 of them. Officials presented the findings as part of their Healthy Florida First initiative. So they're trying to make food healthy again. I mean, you know what I mean, right? Just making sure it's nothing like crazy in it, like they said, the high metal levels and stuff like that. Even if it's something sweet like candy that we're about to read on, it's not the healthiest thing, but if you consume it, of course, as parents and consumers, we should have confidence that the products sold in grocery stores are safe and free from poison. Right? Candy was purchased online and from stores across the state and reportedly analyzed by a certified laboratory using the EPA method 6010D, a standardized metal testing method that measures total arsenic but does not distinguish between organic and inorganic forms, the latter of which is considered more toxic. The department then calculated safe consumption amounts based on hypothetical monthly and annual intake, using children as the benchmark because of their lower body weight and higher relative exposure. No recalls were issued. And I got a feeling that something about to hit the recall list. Y'all just watch out. It depends on frequency, duration, overall exposure. So chocolate and candy are safe to eat and can be enjoyed as treats as they have been for centuries. They say that the group actually criticized Florida for relying on benchmarks that do not align with current federal regulatory standards or peer-reviewed science for confectionery products. The association also argued that calculating risk based on hypothetical annual consumption levels could create unnecessary alarm and confusion. I think that this is actually great. The association pointed instead to the FDA closer to zero initiative. So Florida did choose sound bites over science, ignoring this science-based program in favor of publishing unsourced materials that amount to little more than a scare tactic. They're saying food safety and product quality remain our highest priorities, and we remain dedicated to being transparent and socially responsible. And we follow the science, they're saying. Florida officials said the testing is meant to add to, not replace, federal food safety efforts. Well, at least that's what they say. But like I said, according to this list, so arsenic was found in popular candies, family. This is exposingfoodtoxins.com. So this company, they're meant to add on to the FDA, not replace, as they say. But some companies are dismissing the evidence that they have found in some products. But here's what they did find. So this following list, it do show an approximate safe consumption amounts per year. Anything above these amounts can cause cancers, including lung, skin, kidney, and bladder, because arsenic was detected beyond the limits that are actually considered safe. So some of the popular candies, I know you might have had some. I know I sure did. Um, you wonder why so many people in the U.S. is just getting sick left to right. So we have the the Black Forest gummies. It's the organic and the regular ones, family. They saying that there's 370 parts per billion in those Black Forest gummy bears there. They're saying it's safe if you only eat 16 pieces as a child or 40 pieces as an adult, and that's only if one piece will equal that 3 grams. But guess what? It's not 16 pieces within a day or week. This is 16 pieces per year. I can just imagine that it was way more than 16 pieces a year that was, eaten. So now more and more people are exposed to that lung, skin, kidney, or bladder cancer. Laffy Taffies. Oh, banana used to be my favorite. There is 480 ppbs in this here Laffy Taffy or those Laffy Taffies. For the, what is that? Strawberry one, it's not identified, but for the banana here, if a child eat 4 pieces of the banana Laffy Taffy a year, anything over 4 pieces a year, they are at risk of getting cancer. And if a adult eat anything over 9 pieces a year, at risk of getting cancer. This is ridiculous, family. And then you have the nerds, same thing here. Anything over 96 pieces. Oh, they're counting nerds though. Anything over 96 pieces for a child at risk of getting cancer. Anything over 240 single pieces. Really, who's sitting there counting nerds? Yeah, there's a real risk of, getting cancer. Sweet Tarts, one of the famous Halloween candies that's given some type of tart. There's 400 ppbs in those Sweet Tarts here. Anything over 48 pieces a year for a child or anything over 120 pieces per adult. You're at risk of getting some type of cancer. Some more of the popular ones, you have your Hershey's, who don't love a nice piece of chocolate, right? It says risk not detected for the regular Hershey's milk chocolate. My favorite is definitely the Hershey's cookies and cream. Let me know what your favorite candy is. I don't know what my favorite is now after actually looking at this list here, though. A little bit over 1 bar a year for a child or a little bit over 3 bars a year for an adult. You will be at risk of getting cancer. Same thing for those Jolly Ranchers here. The list goes on and on and on. All of these candies contain the arsenic. Twizzlers, I couldn't believe it when I saw Twizzlers. 4 pieces of anything over the 4 pieces or 9 pieces for adults. At risk of getting cancers here. Kit Kat made the list. Other candies that made the list is Three Musketeers, M&M's, Snickers, Twix, Milky Way, and Skittles. Arsenic was detected in the Three Musketeers and Snickers. Oh my God, Snickers be so good though, right? But guess what? You only have about 2 a year for a child or 6 pieces, for adult a year, okay? You got Sour Patch Kids here or Swedish Fish, same thing. High levels of arsenic is found in there depending on how much you do consume. Dots, Tootsie Rolls. Wow, even Annie's, isn't that like that organic brand? It's a risk not identified. And then this brand here, Smart Sweets, is more of the natural, right? It's supposed to be one of those more of the natural candies. Excuse me, guys. And it actually made the list of containing that arsenic. Smart Sweets Caramel. Unreal. Supposed to be another healthy choice of candy, the dark chocolate. It say risk not detected, but it did still make the list. Also, the Yum Earth, risk not identified. My bad, y'all. But it did still make the list. But it goes just to show like how much stuff is actually safe. And I like the fact that this company is actually exposing how much arsenic is actually in a lot of these items. And if you consume X amount, you might be putting yourself at risk. I think that information like this is crucial for people who's actually trying to watch what they consume. Because a lot of this information isn't really put out there. And now that it is, I think it's just great, just so we can see, like, hey, well, this thing have this and that and that and this. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I'll trade that for a fruit or whatever else it may be. It's just so sad that it's just so much contaminated nowadays, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. It's just so much food items that is contaminated. But I just wanted to share that list with y'all because I was doing some reading. So, fam, let us know how you feel about the list. Let us know how you feel about the company, and they're saying that it's to add to the FDA, of course, not replace. And did your favorite candy actually made the list? I know mine's did. The Hershey's, the cookies and cream Hershey's, y'all. I used to love that candy, but thankfully I haven't had any this year. Maybe earlier next year because I slowed down on candy real good. Like I was a candy fanatic. Okay, but that is one of my favorites though. But let us know. Did your favorite candy make the list? Are you going to continue to consume it? And do you think that one of these candies would make the recall list? Let us know in the comments down below. Yes, until next time, y'all, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most all remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all, and God bless. Peace out.